Hello.
Welcome back to the Rod Pods.
Yes.
Now, before we even begin, Rod, could you enlighten us on how we even got the name Rod Pods? Did you wanna...
The Rod Pods, yeah, well, we put it out, R2 put it out, and one of our partners that do our website development and whatnot, Ollie, came back to us and said, the Rod Pods or the Rodcasts or whatever it was. So we decided on Rod Pods, so that's what it is, that's what you'll have to put up with.
Yeah, I think it's quite catchy too, kind of rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, one of the main reasons why we want to do the podcast is not only to develop as people or as a company, but to, I guess, have you, the audience, jump on board and to go through that journey with us and how we kind of tackle new challenges and we're going to share our wins, we're going to share our losses. So you can really experience it with us. So that's going to be amazing.
Come on the journey.
Now, in our last podcast, we spoke about ACPs.
Yes,
we spoke about the benefits and the steps to take.
Yep.
So this podcast, we're going to be tackling, its functions and how
to set them up.
How we set it up. For those who inquire, what, I guess, time frame would they expect to have from point of inquiry to getting fully set up? Okay,
so once you inquire and you indicate that you really do want the plan, because we have to make sure that it's something that you really want to complete, we can set that up really quickly, and it can be in a matter of a couple of days, to be honest. We can really get you started fairly quickly, and the program or the platform that we use, again, is a cloud-based platform, so it can be accessed anywhere. And it's really simple to navigate, but it's really about the education of what you're ticking in that plan.
For those who want to get that set up and have that on board, how much will it be?
The whole setup fee and everything is $3.99, and that walks you through the program, us holding your hand doing that. It's really about some education around knowing that when you go through the plan, when you're ticking things, what does that mean when you're ticking it? It's not just a tick and flick and forget. You really got to think about working through that plan, and we really walk through that with you, and we make sure that you understand every part of that. The other part that we do prior to that is we give some education. So there are 6 training modules that we'll send to you as well that really gets you thinking about what these decisions mean. Everything from what does an enduring guardian mean and how do I get one and who do I appoint as that, right through to completing your plan. So we do a lot of pre-education before you get onto the platform.
The third part of that question is, who are we partnered with to get this fully set up?
Well, we have a perfect partnership with Touchstone Life Care, who provide the platform that we use. They're a fantastic organisation with very similar values to ours. We are a registered nurse owned and operated organisation, and a lot of our team members have a lot of experience in having these conversations with people. It's very deep conversation. You've got to think about a lot of things, your impact on your family and things like that. So when we approached Touchstone Life Care, we saw them at a health summit, and we had a good conversation with them, and we hit it off straight away. Our values and theirs are the same, and it's about giving people peace of mind, knowing that their wishes are going to be respected, but also peace of mind for the family, knowing that they're making the right decisions according to your wishes. So that's how it started.
Yeah, amazing. I think it's quite important to have that set up, like we said in the last video. And for $3.99, that's a lifetime access, isn't it? It's a live and legal document.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely, 100%. And when you set it up, you own that platform then, and your portal that you have and your passwords and everything are yours. We just help you set it up, and then we hand it over to you. There is one small fee from Touchstone. I think it's a $10 a year maintenance fee just for the platform, and I think that's it. But from our side of it, we set everything up for you for that fee.
Amazing. And who can access that ACP once you set it up?
Well, yeah, that's really important, because we talked a little bit before about how your family can get a lot of peace of mind knowing that they're following your wishes, but they have to know what your plan is. So you can nominate who your important contacts are, and when you do that, it sends them an invitation to the plan. Now, I must say they can't change it or alter it. They can only view it. But you can send them an invitation by email to that. They'll get a little code word, or I think it's actually a number now, and they can log in with that PIN number, and they can see your plan. You can then generate your QR codes as well, those little boxes, and they can be scanned by all your relatives as well to see the plan instantly. First responders that come to your house can also scan those QR codes, and so can your doctor. So everybody that you want to share that plan with can be in that loop, but you still ultimately own the plan, and you can go in at any time and change it.
Awesome. I think we were having a chat before about linking or building some sort of partnership with Emergency ID.
Yeah.
Where you got a bracelet or how did that kind of come about?
Well, it was a fantastic idea that somebody else came up to us and said, look, you've got emergency bracelets for diabetes and people that got heart conditions and people that are on blood thinners and stuff like that. And it made logical sense that if we had a QR code on a piece of jewellery, then if something did happen to you out in the community, that someone could scan that straight away, and they would see that you have an advanced care plan in place. That's a legal document, and it's recognised across all state and territories in Australia, which is a fantastic thing. And they can instantly see what your wishes are in the event that something would happen to you.
Yeah, right. That's a great thing to do. It's almost like we're kind of pulling these things together to make it kind of run. So I'll add the link in our description below. Click on that. It will take you straight to our landing page. There's more information there. If that's still unclear, give us a call. Our number should be there too with our socials. And one of our amazing team members will be happy to guide you through that. So that'll be great. So thank you again for joining us. If you have any queries, questions, pop them down. And we'll get back to you with some answers in the next podcast.
Perfect. Yep.
Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and save it so you don't miss out in the next podcast. We'll be jumping into our second topic.
Yes. Wow. Fantastic.
Thank you again for joining us. But until then, stay safe
and stay healthy.